Hello, my name is Abdullah Al-Baki. I'm a student of University of Hertfordshire, Human Resources Masters. Today, I'm discussing strategic people management, and my topic is proposals for a new people strategy. My student ID is 230722823, and my name is Abdullah Al-Baki. As you see the table of content, here I am discussing introduction, guiding principles of people strategy, learning and development, performance management and reward, vertical integration of the people strategy, horizontal integration of the people strategy, implementation of the people strategy, staffing the HR department, cost benefit evaluation, recommendations and references. Introduction. Neuron, a large worldwide biotech business that takes the thrill of being recognized and unique. Challenges: deficiencies in sourcing methods, appraisal techniques, and driving employee productivity. Purpose: provide a clear, integrated people strategy where challenges appear and position people to support organizational objectives. Guiding principles of the people strategy. Align with Neuron's business goals. Promote innovation by investing in people and managing culture or for performance. Employee engagement and empowerment used to involve employees with their career paths and their entailing rewards. Sustainability and equity. Establish a just compensation system in a strategic track down the achievement of long-term organizational goals. Learning and development. Promote training and development to improve the knowledge, performance, creativity, and flexibility of the employees working in Neuron. Develop strategies that support the conception of programs aimed at cultivating individuals for upper organizational levels and enhancing organizational commitment. Establish a social collaboration tool that would increase cross-divisional communication among the Neuron employees, specific to individual requirements as well as to the needs of a particular department. Performance management and reward. Here I will discuss because it ensures that the employees of Neuron are performing the required organizational goals and the objectives in the process recognize understanding performance. Introduce specific key performance indicator to measure which the employees ought to be evaluated regularly with feedback. The rewards recognitions are based on performance. Make a connection between efficiency, productivity, and promotions, and other developments within the company. Vertical integrations of the people strategy. In this picture, we can see raw material, manufacturing, distribution, retail, and after-sales services. So from distribution is the forward integration here, because it is going to the retail, and after sale services is going to the customers, and from the same there to the distribution, there are two steps that have to be followed to come to the distribution here. One is raw material collection and one is manufacturing. So these are backward integration. It is as it is shown in the photo. I will discuss it because it makes sure that the objectives of the people strategy are in line with Neuron's strategic plan. For example, innovation and growth. And these innovation and growth both have its values from backward and forward integrations. Integrate workforce planning to recruit and measure employee performance against the organization goals and development learning to match organizational future needs. So here we will discuss how to integrate workforce and planning to recruit. Because our final goal is organizational goal, and our main goal is development learning, and which will match the organizational future needs. So it will make our goals more clear and our paths more easier to the goal. Supporting the integration of consistent process for delivering business results through the people who are committed and highly competent. In this terminology, the main thing is if the people in the organization are more committed and highly competent, it will help support the integration, and it will give a consistency in the organization, which will deliver business results more efficiently, and it will strengthen the values of the company and the quality and the quantity. Strengths are internal cohesiveness and guarantees the effectiveness of HR actions to support organizational outcomes. So there has to be cohesion internally, by the management, by the HR, by the employees. There has to be some cohesiveness. Otherwise, there will be no communication between them, and it will affect negatively in the negatively into the organizations, and it will deteriorate the organizational core values. So the internal cohesiveness must be strong, and it must be developed through communication. Now I'm discussing horizontal integration of the people strategy. Integrate the people strategy into all the human resources, business process, and organizational departments. Synchronize the learning of transfer of performance across the department to retain harmony. Ensures that the head of HR follows standards practices in the manner in which the human resources department operates. Creates a harmonized work environment in which employees are connected to a well-coordinated work environment as far as training and remuneration is concerned. So mainly it is talking about the ethics in the organization, because it has to make sure one thing, that the HRs in the department, including head of the HR, have to follow the standard practices. So there are some universal laws and some rules that had to be followed into the organization to maintain the harmony in the organization, to maintain a good work environment in where the employees will be well connected, well coordinated, the training should be good, they have to integrate the people strategy, the resources in the business processes and in the organization and the departments in the organization. There have to be a sync, a cohesiveness in the learning and the transfer of performances across the department. So it will maintain a harmony, it will maintain a peaceful workplace where a natural workflow will go through, and it will develop a good working environment. In this picture you can see the horizontal integration, the merger, partnership, and the acquisitions. So first of all, it will start from company references product, then we'll go to competitor 1, similar or better product, then the market player, the complementary product, and it will go to competitor 2, similar or better product. So this process flows through this market has to be the same market, and this process will go through first of all a merger, then a partnership, then through an acquisition. Or Implementation of the people strategy. Plans for implementation are currently it is necessary to develop and implement learning and performance management programs. New mechanisms of staff recruitment should be implemented and reward system should be incorporated as well. The HR department, the individuals involved should also be responsible for coming up with the strategies as well as guiding the implementation process, and the line managers, the main executors to manage the strategy implementation across the department. So first of all, the plan for implementation. Currently it is necessary to develop, implement learning and performance management programs. It should be first of all developed in the organization, because if there is no the element, if the element is missing for learning, then there will be no experiences among the employees, or there will be no teamwork that will increase the experiences among the employees. So there will be a lack of learning, will cause a deterioration into this process, and it will not develop properly. So we have to focus on learning and performance management programs. And another thing is that we also have to cope up with new mechanisms, because we have seen in the past big companies like Nokia has gone from the market because they were not innovative and they have not learned anything from the market, because the market always demands new things and innovations, and Nokia was unable to feel it, and there was a gap between Nokia and the innovation in the market. So Nokia has lost the market and it has run out of business because of this. And in this situation, the role of HR department should be come with new strategies and new ideas, because they are always communicating with their employees and the stakeholders. They're listening to their stakeholders, the demands and the complaints and the frustrations from their employees all the time. So what they do, they have to come with more flexible strategies, more plans that will cope up with the process, mainly the implementation process. And the work of the line managers are to listen to these plans and strategies, and they have to evaluate the situation and then execute which plans and or which strategies is best fit for this situation. In this slide, we are discussing the staffing, the HR department. We have to ensure that the HR department can be implemented the people strategy by acquiring right skills in the process. Plan and conduct courses focus on making the administering the performance appraisal and the reward programs. Assure that in HR there are professional competence to fulfill the requirements of people strategy advancement and improvement. So as I was saying, ensure the HR department can implement the people strategy by acquiring right skills and process. So there are skills that have to be developed before they are recruited in the HR department. For example, they should have a good communicative skills. They should have good cohesiveness. They should have a good teamwork performance, or they must understand what teamworks mean. Because in an organization there are teams and there are situations where you have to communicate with other departments and listen to the employees that have been working in the situation and what they had been gone through. So if the HR department is not able to understand these problems, and if there is a lack of cohesiveness in this situation, then the communication skills will not develop as it should have been developed through cohesiveness, and it will badly impact the HR department and the other departments such as the line managers and the stakeholders, as well as the employees also. So another thing is we should focus on making administering performance appraisals and reward programs. people work in an organization for a different ways. We may not know it very well because of, maybe it is because of loyalty, or maybe it is the organization is giving a good package and good bonuses to them, to their employees. There may be different reasons. So we have to find out these reasons, and we have to execute for by giving them appraisals and reward, and through the reward programs. If they are not attracted to the organization by their positivity, or the giving the employees assurance that they really care about what the employees are doing for the organization, they're giving their hours, man hours every day. So one thing can be appreciating through by giving them appraisals and reward system. And another thing is assure that in the HR there is a professional competence to fulfill the requirements of the people strategy advancement and improvement. So what I am trying to say is the HR professionals must understand and must have the core competency in them to fulfill the requirements. Because if you are not able to fulfill the requirements of people strategy, then and advancement and improvement, if you do not understand these terms, then there will never be a fulfillment be working in the organization. There will be always a dissatisfaction in this department. So what they should do is they must understand what is professional competence and the strategy advancement and improvement. Cost benefit evaluation. The initial investment, new hire technology, performance management tools, and compensation and benefits, learning management systems, training budgets, ongoing costs, pay for specialized human resources staff, ongoing training and development to the human resources. And the benefit of the evaluation, which is short-term improved methods of requirement, staff interactions, staff satisfactions, and the long-term benefits are productivity with efficiency, creativity and better fit with organizational initiatives, resulting into future business growth and competitiveness. For example of this, what I'm discussing here is IKEA. IKEA have gone through a huge innovative program, and because of that innovation and because of and what they're doing is very cost effective. For example, if you go to an IKEA store, what I'm trying to say is Neuron should also look into its cost benefit evaluation, because I'm giving the example of IKEA because if you go to a showroom of IKEA, there are all the things are in the corridor. You can get anything you want, and you get a delivery by yourself, and you get the product in your home, and you just assemble it as you like. So they are giving you the full options to the customers, so they will not have anything to pay with the delivery stuff, and the assembly is also for free because the customers are doing themselves, so it is cost effective. So this is the thing that I am trying to discuss in this cost benefit evaluation here. Recommendations. I want to recommend the Strategic Human Resources Management Guide to Action by Michelle Armstrong, and Strategy and Human Resource Management 5th edition by Peter Boxall. And here are my references, and thank you for having me.